majestic miracles. Don't do that. Oh, Bobby Lombardi slide.
Don't be telling my business Facebook.
All right. Okay. I think we signed up for to do that. It's Ebony Friday. And we are on this journey. It's day 2. We're making a day's count. And it's our journey to being thankful for ourselves, loving ourselves, because again, we say thank you so much. And we're thankful for everything around us, but we're not often thankful for us. So today is Ebony Friday, and the E in Ebony is energy and motion, to remind us that we are a consistent flow. The B is because we are brilliant, resilient. We come up with this creative ideas and all of this greatness that lives inside of us. And then the things that are happening in life, it's a lot going on right now, but we got that bounce back. So we are coming back, no doubt, all love. So brilliant resilience. The O is for honest, because we face our truth. And I know honest is spelled with H in some people's terms. However, the creators that we are, we can create our own words. So O is honest, and it's oneness, because we are one with us. We remember that we are number one in our life. We are the most important people in our life. We are our star players. And listen, we are the stars of our life, so we must remember to shine and be one with us. And we are notable and necessary vessels. We are notable because everywhere we go, we leave an imprint. Love always leaves a mark. And we are necessary. We were born on purpose, with a purpose, for a purpose. And the Y is for universe, because each one of us is our very own universe. We are our world. So we're going to start with our thankful. And we're reading from Finding Gratitude. Simple ideas that can change your life. This is by Rebecca Lip and Nicole Perry, founders of The Awesome Inc. And on the 10th, we're going to be reading from The Birth of Me. And the author of that book is their very own Ebony Lombardi. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. And today, I am grateful for music. We're going to go out with a song today. Some encouragement to us so we can know that we are rhythm in motion. Let's flow. Music stirs up memories and takes me back to another time. Makes me feel warm, alive, and happy. It gets me up and moving and motivates me. Music lifts my mood and makes me feel invigorated. I use it to help me get through mundane chores. It touches my soul and makes me feel connected to something more. I just love it. Music is such a huge part of my life, and the bass feels maternal. Boom, boom, boom. I got that beat. It can be so freeing and help me heal. Music can relax me, and means I can hear the rhythm that flows. It makes me feel like I am connecting to an energy source, because we are energy and emotion. And it connects me to my emotions like nothing else. Music also brings people together. So, do what makes your soul sing. Music! On Ebony Friday, we put our business plans together. We work from home. Boss the Mary Chef is our healer of food. So, she makes our infused foods. I am the healer where I make creams. I make Mary creams. I take all of the stems and seeds that she used to cook our pleasurable delights with Mary, and I make our creams, our deodorants, our soaps, hair tonics, and the sorts for what we need for our day-to-day. We are learning how to create our own world and make the things that we want, because we really depend on the government, and I just do not like to use that term because government means to govern our mind, and we should be the only people governing our mind. However, we depend on them for everything, to eat, to live, to be. And I know that we can create our own world. Our family and I have been going back and forth with this family debate because I'm also a fortune. So a fortune is what they also call doulas. But of course, we create our own language and we're creating our own world. It's called Ebony Inc. is what I'm creating. So we are fortunes of women, and women is what we call our new mommies that are carrying these amazing souls. So we do not charge a fee. Here we go. She's laughing because we have this debate in our household for the fortunes. Brave, who is also birthing in May, is a fortune with me. So we assist mommies into giving birth. I have assisted in 19 births, 10 were mine that I gave birth to, and the 19th birth we did here at home in East Chicago, Indiana. And she was born right here in our bathtub, and she is growing beautifully.
100% unassisted.
100. Thank you, baby. 100% unassisted. No doctors. None of that, just us with the wisdom that we were given, because birth is an ancient gift. We can do it. We know how to do it. We are aware of what to do. And so many of us lose our lives in hospitals and have so many emergency situations because we don't listen to the rhythm of the flow of what's happening inside of us. So I accept donations for the fortunes of women. And some of my family is like, Mom, come on, what are we doing? Well, honey, what are you doing here? So, I'm creating my own world is what I'm doing. So, what I do with accepting the donations is the mommies come and they give their time to another mommy who is in the process of giving birth. If she's in need of help around the house, whatever we can do to help each other. What I'm teaching us is to unite. And I also trust the exchange, because fair exchange is never a robbery. Some people do donate finances. Some people donate towels, basins. Oh, I want to share one of my basins. I'll be right back. They donate these beautiful basins that we wash up babies and, you know, help moms get washed up in. So some people donate basins. Some people donate baskets, clothes, just anything, you know, that we will use. And I know people don't think donating time is big, but it really is. To donate your time to someone else and to offer someone some time to do something amazing for them is an amazing thing. Not everybody can afford $1,000 to birth at home, but they want to have the experience to know that they can trust themselves to birth and do what they were born to do. And it's not scary, it's not spooky, it's not indifferent. Because hospitals, you know, are fairly new. And I know, and especially with COVID going on, a lot of people want to birth at home without the risk of their babies getting sick and all the other things that are happening, whatever their reasons are, because they choose to. And it is our birthright to have a choice. So this is what we do. So we've been going back and forth about pricing. So it's a great debate. However, I still say that we can create our world, and it is what we say it is. And I feel like I grew up with the great exchange. You know, grandma made greens, you know, and you take the greens after they get picked, you take them down the road to the neighbors, and you get not black eyed peas, what do you call them?
Snap peas.
Thank you. Snap peas in exchange for collard greens, you know. So that's why I say the great exchange, and I feel like we've gotten away from that. Everything is based upon money. And I'm not saying I know this world needs money to grow, we think, but there is really enough food, resources. There is so much here for everybody to have, to be, and we don't utilize it, and we do not work together. We do not come together with our unity. So I am calling forth unity for us. I do create oils as well, and I do have some oils for sale, purchase whatever you want to call it. Money is just not my focus, and I feel like we put so much emphasis on money that we take a lot of emphasis off people, off of people's health, off of people's healing, off the things that are needed for life. So I know people have been asking me, what do I charge for readings? What do you charge for this? What do you charge for that? And the minute that I say donation based, everybody has a fit. The person who's asking me is like, oh my gosh, no, you can't do that. And I don't think we have the right to tell people what they can and cannot do either. It's not our choice.
Mm-hmm. She think I won't interrupt her live. She crazy. She thinks she's just gonna say whatever she want to say, y'all.
You're gonna make me know what all of this.
Like she said, this has been an ongoing debate in our house over and over and over.
I'm just saying, out of all the work I do, out of all the things I do, have we ever been without?
Oh, never.
Okay. Do the donations, do they come in? You know, I just want to know, because some people's concern here is that, well, I don't tip my Uber driver. So,
I don't tip my, wait, what it, Grubhub driver.
Like, what? My husband don't want people to do that to you. Wants you to hear the service. I'm like, well, you should tip your Uber driver.
You should tip your Uber driver.
Like, the things that we think about as a people and the things that we do, and there's so much happening, there's so much going on. And I know everybody, some people, not everybody, because I don't like to put everybody in this big old group, because that's not true. Some people think I'm shortchanging myself. Some people think I am not recognizing my worth, and that's not true. I know who I am, and I do not want for anything. I don't have any wants in life. I don't need anything extra in life. I am doing everything that I choose to do in life, and I am calling forth the things that I need, and everything that I want is here. So I know, honey. You're doing so well, Brian.
I just want to say really quick that Ebony cannot see these comments.
Oh.
I am holding the camera and she cannot see you guys talking, but I just want to, and I only can see a couple of them because they're moving really fast, but I seen a couple of them as they were coming up. But right when you started talking about, actually right before you started talking about fortunes of women, Angela Hayes came on and said, I need a baby boy name. And right when she said, I need a baby boy name, you started talking about birthing babies.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And so did Gabrielle Perry. So you're going to go back and read all these comments because they was moving too fast.
Okay.
But I just need to say shout out to Patty because she agrees with me. Because she said your wisdom is worth it, though. I just need to shout out to my girl, Patty. And my wife does go back and read all these comments after the lives and responds to each and every one of them. So she will be responding. Absolutely. I am not very good at it, but I do look down and see the comments. Like the first 10, I try to love them to let them know that, yep, I see you. But then they start coming so fast. So
I know it is really when you're doing lives and like all the comments come, even when I can't read them. Because I'm like, wait, what did that say? And by the time you read, and especially if somebody leave a sentence, a longer sentence, you know, so you're still reading that sentence and the next coming up, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It is technology. It's technology. So yeah, I'm working on getting my brochures together now. So that's what we do on Fridays. So I am working on putting my plan together and putting the exchange together and just really saying what it is that we, you know, are offering here at the Fortunes of Women and Tumen, because I also assist. I haven't been able to really get into hospice because of all of the COVID things that are going on, because I feel like, you know, we come here to live here, to leave here, and birth has been made so scary. Living here is so scary, and leaving here is so scary. Like every part of life is scary, and what part of life is free to be where we're having some laughter, some life, some living. Like I feel like we are in a time where so many are suffering in so much pain, whether it's because you're alone, it's because depression has happened, it's because anxiety is happening. And I am learning, because after coming through this March, I know I had to go through, Boss and I really went through a cleansing, a healing, an emotional breakdown, breakthrough, and a lot was happening with us after coming home. And I found that the more that we're thinking about the past, it brings in more of a spirit of depression. Like if I could have done something that I could have fixed in my past, or something that we're pondering on, it brings in more of depression. And it's a real thing, and we do not talk about it. We don't have a sacred space to say that this is happening to me. I am hurting. I am sad. I don't feel like nobody cares about me. After we came from that march, we didn't even really know what our world was going to be now, and we knew exactly what we were doing before we left, but we realized we had a big wake up coming out, to the march. So we realized that healing is a necessary thing, and it starts in here. And I know everybody, thinks that I'm this great healer. For me, I am, definitely. I am the healer of me, and it is the light that shines in me that reflects to each one of you and reminds each one of you that you too are a healer, and the healer also lives in you. And one thing about healers is we're here to help remind each of us, including myself, of the healer that I am. I spend moments every day reminding myself, hey, right now, don't worry about what she was going to do yesterday. And tomorrow is not even here. Let tomorrow be just what it is, tomorrow, which is what brings us anxiety and makes us anxious. Like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Which is why we are in the midst of this thankful journey from the 3rd to the 10th. Before I went on the march, I was already working on the birth of me. Of course, going through the march, I had no time to write a book or even take notes down for the book, or even cross or examine the ideas that was going. And I had set a time lane, that's what we call them, for ourselves, and when we were going to have these books done. So now it's December, and I'm like, oh, I'm not done. What am I going to do? And I'm like, what you mean? You do know what you're going to do, because today our sound is I do, is what we tell ourselves. So I remind myself, I do know the way, I do know what I'm writing, and I do know exactly which way I'm going. And I realize the more that I tell myself, I don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I just know which book I'm going to start with. I don't have a clue. The more I say that, the less I remember. The less I'm motivated to do it, and the more I'm like, okay, I had this book in mind, I was working on this book, and I was working on that book, and it's like, stop and breathe. Come on, take a deep breath for me. I do trust me. I do love me. I do thank me. I do take the time to thank me. And that's the book that I'm going to be reading from on the 10th. I'm going to be reading from The Birth of Me. And I'm taking the time to write it, because I do have the time. I do know which way I'm going. I do have the words for it. And I do know exactly what it is that I want to say. So what I'm doing, and what, we're done with the great debate, I think. as we're putting the pamphlets together for what we offer as far as what is called doula services, but here we call them fortunes, because we are fortunes, and we spell it, like the number 4, Tune, fortune. We pronounce it fortune, but it looks like fortune. And we spell it that way on purpose, because what we're doing as fortunes is reminding mommies, reminding queens to be in tune with yourself, as we are carrying these souls. That is a gift, and you are a queen carrying this queen or king, or queen and queen, or king and queen, or queen. Okay. I'd be so excited about multiple births. I think it's an amazing thing to grow a soul. to grow multiple souls, I mean, it is double, amazing, or triple, or whatever the number of souls that is growing. It is an amazing thing, an amazing gift to grow another soul inside. It is also an amazing thing to grow a soul on the outside, to be a part of a soul. If you never grow a soul in your womb, it does not make you less amazing. It makes you just as amazing, because you have the opportunity to grow this soul within, because that is our purpose here. And we forget why we're here and our purpose for being here. Our greatest purpose is to love ourselves, because in loving ourselves, we connect with everything around us, and we attract everything that we could ever think we might need to us. So this thankful journey, I am feeling so strong. I'm feeling it to remember and to remind us of who we are. Birth has never been a scary thing for me, maybe because I have love for people, in general, life, little people. That's just, I always have. And to have this birth here at home, at first I was like, I don't know if I'm ready. But one thing that I have learned is we don't never know we're ready until we're ready. So just do it. And if I can do anything else, I want to encourage you, because anything that while we are sitting down, while we are closed in at this time, we are going to be thankful for any place that we're in, because complaining only brings heaviness. And we have to remember that there are heavy things that happen in our life. Sometimes life is heavy, but we must remember that we are the weight lifters. And how do we lift the weight? With love. Love lifts so many weights. It removes so many burdens. And we would just take time in this fast-paced, fast-moving world to give ourselves a hug. I don't know if people just grab yourself and just hug you tight, hug yourself tight, and I do that to myself often in a day, especially if I feel like I am being very emotional about something, or I am not living in the moment, or my mind wander like, okay, how am I going to do that? What are we going to do about that? What's happening here? I just get a hold to my own self and grab myself like, oh, Ebony, excuse me. Hello, Ebony. And like the finding gratitude, what popped out today for us today was music. We are rhythm, which is why we connect so with music, and we can make our own music, our own beat, because we are rhythm. And it is really important that we in tune ourselves with ourselves. When we live here on this earth and do exactly what we know we are here to do, we just feel better. We feel better. And then when you feel better, what do? We shine better. And we shine better together. And we remember that there is no better than. I'm not better than her. She is not better than me. I do not want what she has, because I have who I am. I don't want what he has, because again, I have who I am. And we remember that, then we remember how important we are. I tell people all the time, like, the sun never, ever, ever stops shining. And we say some really mean things about the sun. And I know I used to, because we used to live in Arizona. And I said a lot of like, oh my God, it is too hot. I wish the sun would stop shining. If our skin gets burned, the sun never stops shining. If we complain about how hot it is, the sun never, ever stops shining. That's a glare right here. We have to move stuff around so we can get the glare. We got to pull the blinds, close the curtain. There's so many things that we have to do to remove the glare of the sun. But never does the sun stop shining because we've made all of these complaints about it. No. What do? We have to get us shades. So that's the same thing that I say for us with the complaints, with the things that people say that they don't agree with that we're doing, or the things that people say they don't like about us. Again, we do not live our life as Facebook. We live our life for ourselves, for the love of self. And once you love yourself, you just shine your light. And if other people have a problem with your light being so bright, you just hand them a pair of shades. Because get you a pair of shades. We don't shade anyone. We shine our shine. We will pass out shades to help protect your eyes if that's what you need, which means we're going to keep going, and we're not going to stop to see and pay attention to what's happening. And sometimes we just have to remember to go forward. sometimes we have to remember to be still, and it just whatever's happening at that moment, that's what we need. And I feel like right now with everything that's happening, I am creating a world of unity. I am creating a place of peace that we know that we can unite and come together, that we have some people that we can count on, that we can pull together, because everything is really controlled by everything that's outside of us instead of inside of us. Because if all of these cell phones shut off, if all of these lights go out, what will we do? What will we do? Who can we count on? Who can we trust? So I know we should have that first trust begin right in here. I know we should have the first trust to know that if I am pregnant at home and the lights go out, listen, and it's time to birth, I can do this. You know, if something happens, what can I do? I feel like all of us have so many things to contribute to one another. We have so many different ideas and ways of doing things. Like, hey, you said you know how to sew, but she has a sewing machine that she's not using. It's just sitting there, and now you talk to her, and she has material. Now we got a sewer, and she knows how to sew. So we have a sewer, a sewing machine, and material. I feel like we need to really, in these times, have a community of healing, you know, a community of help for one another, a place where we can say, listen, I'm just tired. You know, I'm tired of not being able to find a job. I'm tired of COVID. I'm tired, whatever it is. And we don't feel bad about it or make each other feel bad about it, but we encourage each other and say, well, I may have not went through that, but this is where I am now, you know, or this is what's helping me. These are some of the techniques I use. How can we help one another heal? And I feel like the more that we remember to be thankful for ourselves, the more we remember how important we are, and the more we remember how important another soul is. The more love that I have for myself, the more it helps me to remember to be loving to other people, to be compassionate for other people, to empathize, and to know, like, what would I be feeling if that was happening to me? And that's where our compassion comes in at. So I want each of us to know that whatever it is that we're thinking about doing, whatever messages that we are receiving in our resting period, that is a message for us to know that we are able, it is definitely possible, and we must remember, in order to do anything, we got to be here. We cannot be over here like, if I would have did that better yesterday, then I probably would have. And we're not even in the day. We have no idea what's happening around us. We have no idea what's going on because we spent so much time in yesterday, trying to recover it, trying to fix it, and it's gone. We spend so much time in tomorrow trying to see, what's tomorrow looking like over there? I can't see. I just don't know what to do. And what's today looking like? What is this very, very moment looking like? And I thought we were gonna, be on this morning, but our day just kind of got shifted. We had several meetings in the day, and then we had other things. And boss asked me tonight, like, babe, you ready? I'm like, what time is it? And I was like, oh, we're gonna do some good night stuff with everybody. So I was like, I like that, to have a peaceful evening, and we all go to bed, with some peace, with some tranquility, to be able to rest, because I do have a song for us tonight, and it's called Walk With Me. And I don't know, for all of the Grey's Anatomy people, never really been a fan, because I have a few shows that I watch. I'm not a big TV person, but Grey's Anatomy is our family. They love it, okay? They are some Grey's people, but they have some really cool songs that play on Grey's. It is such a tearjerker, and I am learning the balance of Western medicine and Eastern medicine, because I personally feel like that it should all come together and bring a balance to the whole. If we all really care about making everybody well, I think we should bring some of these herbal healings and plants into the hospitals and really connect and bond and really get some people healed without all of these narcotics and other things that are used. But anyway, before I go somewhere else, because y'all know me, I'm passionate about healing, and I'm passionate about the earth. So I just go in. But anyway, the song is called Walk With Me. And I really feel like in these times we need to know that somebody's here. You know, I respond to every message because even if I just go back and heart everybody, I just want you to know that I see you, I love you, you are important, you are love, you are love, 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 you are loved, and you are lovely. No matter what is happening right now, no matter what that feeling is, you are the healer of you. I am the healer of me. And when we just begin to go inside for that healing, it connects healing in one another. That's why I love when I can see the comments and I see y'all. Like if it's something I missed and somebody asks a question and somebody else answered, that just touches my heart. I'm like, oh, I love the community in the comments where everybody is talking to each other or encouraging one another. So I just want you to know that we are right here with y'all. Listen, walk with us. Roll with us if you're rolling. Lay with us if you're laying, because sometimes you just got to lay down. When I'm having a difficult day, sometimes boss and I, we're like, you know what? It's nap time. We're going to need to lay down and get back up and restart again. And sometimes you got to do that. So if you got to lay down, wherever we are right now in life, I want us to know that we are not alone. We are not alone, and we have every reason to be thankful. Just the fact that we can be thankful, and we can say, thank me, because we don't hear that enough. We hear so many, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that, thank you for that, thank you, thank you, thank you. But how often do we say to ourselves, thank me for being me, thank me for trusting me? We don't really trust ourselves enough, which is why we don't do the things that we love to do, because we don't know if it'll make us money, and we have all of these bills to pay, and we have all of these things that are happening, so we can't focus on what we really want to do, because we got to focus on making the money to get the bills paid, to get the babies taken care of, to get the households to flow, to make sure that our spouses are okay or our friends are okay, and then we're just left on the back burner to be okay, maybe. So I say, do remember how important each of you are. Say thank me. Just sit somewhere, lay somewhere, stand somewhere, kneel somewhere if you kneel. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, but get somewhere and just say thank me. You know what? I do thank me. I thank me for being here. I thank me for loving me. We look so much for love to come from the outside of us, but love comes from the inside and shines outside and then reflects back. So we must remember to be thankful for ourselves. And I am going to play this song to let each one of us know that we are important. And in these troubled times, we can count on each other. Okay? I'm going to flow with y'all. Y'all flow with me. You know I like the bass. The boom. Boom. I think I was a DJ in one of my past lives or something. Seriously.
Walk with me, I'll walk with you. Down these troubled roads we stumbled into. We're all in this thing together, we're gonna make it through. If you walk with me, I'll walk with you. Be there for me, I'll be there for you. When we're running out of hope, when we don't know what to do, like a candle in the darkness, shining bright and true. Be there for me, I'll be there for you. Oh, everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright, alright. You and me got better days coming.
For sure.
Everything is gonna be alright. Walk with me, I'll walk with you. I know the rain of today will bring tomorrow's bloom. Where we can't see where we're going, what the world is coming to. You walk with me, I'll walk with you. It will be alright. Walk with
gold for it. Walk with me. Oh, this song has just been ringing in my essence. So I said, what you want to do? So I was glad to release it to us tonight. I just know that we can be there for one another. So let's do it. Even if it's through social media right now. We just never know when we'll need somebody. So I have learned to be the friend that I think I may need. So I'm my friend first. I'm my bestest friend in the whole wide world. My next bestest friend is on the other side of the table for me. So I'm just saying, let's love ourselves so we can receive the love that we are given to ourselves, and we can attract who exactly that we are. Let's be thankful for ourselves. I love you so much. Let's just sit, lay, or stand somewhere and say, I thank me. I am thankful for me. Let's begin to be self-full. Let's begin to just love ourselves. Let's just begin to grab ourselves. Let's just begin to stop and breathe. Let's just trust ourselves to know that we are important. We are energy and motion, brilliant resilience, honest, notable, necessary universes flowing through here. We're not here to fight each other. We're here to love each other, to work together, to come together. So I say team community, team love of self, self-love for the healed. Thank me. I live life easily and effortlessly every day. And the more we say it, the more it'll be. And it will begin to manifest, because the more we think, we say, and we become exactly what we're saying. And we just do. Let it do what it do, baby. Do. Okay. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Happy Friday. Ooh, ooh. Happy Friday, everybody. Much love and masterpiece.